So, Stonedead TV with The Answer. How are you, gentlemen?
Doing well, thanks. Just arrived. Good to be here.
Yeah, good to be back in the festival circuit. First time at Stonedead. Looking forward to it.
Have you seen the arena yet?
We have not. We saw it from afar. It looks like a great big stage, and it sounds like it's already pumping over there, you know. So by the time we take the stage, hopefully the audience will be nicely warmed up.
I love the fact there's a lovely Irish contingent this year. There's you guys, there's Therapy, and of course there's Ricky Warwick. Isn't it great to see?
It's just a blanket Irish bill, yeah. It's fantastic, and it's Bang Bang Bang, ourselves, Therapy, Blackstone Riders, and already caught up with the Therapy guys. They'd be good friends of ours. In fact, we, myself and James, were in the airport yesterday having a pint of Guinness, and we messaged Mickey McKeegan going, "Where are you?" And he was in the same airport, but he was just getting on a flight. We just narrowly missed a nice or not so nice airport pint of Guinness together yesterday. So good to have all the Irish lads under one roof. Yeah,
It's good to see you guys come back. New album, stunning new album. Fair play. You had a little hiatus, but to be fair, you've come back all guns blazing. Absolutely love the new album.
oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's good. It was good to be back. You know, we needed to take a little break and recalibrate and see what was happening. And I think the time away has done us good, and we're able to come back fresh and I think making better. Making better music than we did before. So we're loving it. It's great to be back.
And that was a fly past by the Air Force.
I felt like
We
we were
couldn't
back in,
see it.
Felt like we were back in Belfast in the 80s there.
So they're early. That's a surprise. It's meant to be 2:00. But never mind. So you guys have been around for such a long time now. You're like old
Easy.
hats
Easy.
at this. You the first time I saw you guys was supporting Alter Bridge on their
Sure.
very, very first tour.
Yeah.
And nobody knew who you were. You were a brand new band, and you came out all guns blazing. And then you supported AC/DC, of course. You've had a great career so far, haven't you, in that respect?
Yeah, it's a lot of very, very good times, a lot of great gigs, most importantly. But I think, you can kind of hear it on Sundowners that we've only ever kind of been, every album's a starting point for us, and with Sundowners.
Take cover.
And that's about all I have to say about that. So like Sundowners, it like every album does, but in particular because we had a couple of years off, Sundowners feels like a brand new start, and we feel like we've still got a lot of great music to make, and the gigs feel more alive than ever, really importantly. So in that respect, it's we still feel brand new, but we're also very thankful for a lot of great tours and the fact that we've had the opportunity to make 7 albums up to this point. It's been a lot of fun.
7 quality albums. Let's get it right.
Well, okay. Yeah, like I've said on interviews before, the answer: do not do filler. We put everything we've got into every single song, and sometimes that means sometimes that means we'll maybe get to the end of a studio session and we've 15 songs that we put our heart and soul into, and actually the trickiest part is dropping a few to bring it into album size chunks. But yeah, all 7 albums we're very, very proud of. Yeah, we play a lot of songs from the back catalogue at the minute as well as the new stuff. So
The break must have done you some good to reevaluate and see where you were as a band. Did you need that little break?
I think so, yeah. I mean, we've been, since that Alter Bridge tour, we've been kind of non-stop, album tour, for, the best part of 15, 16 years. And the break, it definitely gave us a chance to step back and, see what we'd done in our career and take a bit of time with family and sort of come back at it with a fresh perspective. And I think, sometimes when you keep making records one after the other, you fall into a certain routine, a way of doing it. You don't really have a chance to to change that. And we had a chance to step back and sort of realize exactly the sort of music and kind of production and record we wanted to make at this stage in our careers. And without that time off, we couldn't have done that, and Sundowners would sound a lot different.
And the music world has changed a lot since the first time you guys came and hit the scene.
Yeah.
A lot more British bands, which is great to see, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the rock scene when we started, it was kind of, it fallen by the wayside, and bands like The Darkness kind of came along and breathed some life into it in a commercial sense, and we were able to come along and benefit a little bit from that. And then again, it kind of it died a little bit, but it seems, I think with the record industry changing so much, people find a new way of surviving and keeping the scene alive, which it's in good shape right now.
So when it comes to festivals, what memories do you have of previous festivals that you may have been to that stick in your mind that you'd like to share with everybody?
Maybe because I was asked about this a couple of weekends ago at another festival, but I do clearly remember, and I probably shouldn't, it should probably be hazier than it is, but I remember getting Fireman Lifted out of Download Festival in the middle of Black Sabbath at our first ever Download appearance, because I had decided to jump into the kind of the middle ground, the security barrier that runs right down the middle of the crowd at the main stage, and proceed to urinate. And for some reason the security detail did not appreciate that, and I literally got dropped outside the periphery fence and left to my own devices. I don't even know how I even managed to hook back up with the guys after that, but clearly I did.
Somehow we all ended up in Rock City afterwards. So.
That's right.
And what about yourself?
Many things, but just to continue with that festival, I remember having some drinks with Brian from Alter Bridge, who after just doing some touring with him, we became quite close drinking buddies, and we'd run out of beer, and he's like, "Well, I have a dressing room full of beer," and it was locked. And he's like, "Guys, I can't do anything." And Mickey was like, "Okay, leave this to me." There was a small sort of window, just kind of half open. He managed to climb up, get in through, and then all of a sudden security descended on the thing trying to pull him out, but he managed to get in and get the beer.
And they were nowhere to be seen and suddenly appeared out of nowhere.
Yes, yeah.
We're not very popular with Download security at all.
I was going to say, you must have taught the American boys how to drink, because they don't like this dark warm beer, do they?
No.
I do remember also being down the back Alter Bridge tour bus, maybe on that first tour. I think we did a couple of tours with those guys, but drinking. It was kind of, I think it was our first time on any tour bus ever, and we were down the back drinking Jägermeister with Tremonti, and I managed to knock over like 3 shots and a couple of beers all over Mark himself. I was like, I'm so sorry. I thought we're getting kicked off this tour, and the next day we arrived at the venue. I think it was in Bristol, and I was like, Mark, sorry about knocking all those drinks over. He's like, man, I don't care. I'm still wearing those jeans today, man. So he was hardcore.
I think it was a very special concoction of Jägermeister and milk called Yelk. So the milk on your jeans with the Jägermeister, maybe not.
That must have been a special smell.
Yes.
Yeah, it's lucky he's a good guitarist,
So the rest of the year, you've done quite a few festivals this year.
Mm-hmm.
You've announced another tour again, haven't you? You're going to come back.
Yeah, we're coming back in November. We're doing just a small enough run of dates this side of Christmas. We're doing Manchester, Wolves, London, and Glasgow, and then Belfast. We're doing like a big kind of Christmas show in Belfast, which will be a lot of fun as well. But yeah, kind of around mid-November we'll be doing a short tour of the UK, and it's brilliant because we've done a load of festivals all summer, but we've done like 3 really good ones here in the UK. Stonedead being one of them that we've yet to do, obviously, but we can feel that there's a bit of love out there for the band. There's a good buzz going, and you know, people are enjoying the gigs, and we're really enjoying being out there again. And yeah, hopefully the UK run will be a lot of fun.
It's really good to see that the fire is still burning. Sometimes a break is the best thing, isn't it? To reignite the passion, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it like all these things clearly happen for a reason, you know, and it feels like the break definitely worked well for the answer.
Bigger, better, stronger, the answer.
Better looking.
Thank you. Much better looking. Thank you for your time, gentlemen. Really appreciate it.
Cheers, man. Thank you.
Cheers, guys.